Hey everybody, thanks so much for stopping by. I'm making a baby card for a neighbor of mine whose daughter just had a baby girl. They also have a gray cat, so I thought this little image right here would be perfect for this card. One of the features about this software is you can now open it up and look at the image in a larger size to figure out where all of the little parts go. This one here says Baby Cat Holding a Rattle. It's by Stinking Cute Paper Piecings, and the ID is 72236. So let's go ahead and put that on the virtual mat. Lots of pieces going on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on Ungroup. And then for each one of these, I'm going to pull it off the mat, and then we can put the whole thing together. This is part of the pacifier. And that's part of the rattle. All right, so let's bring this guy up here. I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to ungroup this because I'm going to put this together a little bit later. So I'm going to highlight that, and I'll just put it over here since we're out of room. I am going to be changing the colors on this. Now, I want to give you guys a heads up here. I am not a pro at this software. So what I'm doing here is basically just trying to learn it. And if you use the silhouette, and I'm doing things that you can advise me that are more helpful, let's go for that. Now, this video software that I'm using for recording is not picking up the little windows that I'm going to be clicking out. So I have to talk to my technical guy, cough, cough, that would be my son, to find out why it's not working. So I am literally over here on the right side of the screen. I've just clicked on the fill panel, and I'm going to change the color of all these images down here. It is actually happening. I do have the panel open, and I'm going to okay, click off, click on, and I'm going to ungroup these, and we'll start putting these together. All right, this is the body, and we're going to put that on the front. I'll go as fast as I can. This is going to take me a few minutes, so you might want to grab a cup of coffee. This is going to go to the front of this. Okay, you might be picking up my son talking. He's gaming right now. To the front. Let's move his body over here for a second. I'm going to put his arms on first. Or her arms, I should say, right? I'm going to put that to the front. All right, now the legs. I guess I could have clicked on all of the images, highlighted and clicked on all the images and just asked it to go to the front. So we're going to try that on a separate thing. I think that's going to want to go to the front. I think you will probably want to see his arm there. All right, so I'm going to stop a minute and show you the split screen. Down here on the left, there's a little file folder looking thing that's got an arrow on it, and you click on that and boom. So I'm going to open that up. Looks like the arm is in the back of the leg, so let's fix that. We're going to click on it and say send to back. Not that back. Oh, let's undo it. We'll just put this right there and then say send to front on that one. Okay, that's better. You can change the color of their legs or anything. It's kind of cool. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click off that fill panel that you probably can't see. And let's go ahead and put his body back together. That's going to go to the front. The one question I have that I haven't seen any tutorials on, or have I been able to figure this out, is how to align everything once you've put it all together so that all the pieces are put on correctly. So if you're a silhouette user, I could really use your help with that. Okay, so I'm going to close out that library for a second. There's a little file folder on the right with the down arrow, which I'm going to click on. I'm going to start putting these pieces together. I have to ungroup this, so we'll do that. We'll highlight it and ungroup it. This is part, there we go. Put that to the front. Part of her face. This her little belly. And that's going to go underneath this. So I'm going to put that to the front. It's sort of like a puzzle. It's kind of fun. Oh, my dog is snoring. Holy moly. Okay, so that's going to go, we'll possibly bring that up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so then this is the pacifier, which I have to wait for that. That's part of the eye. Let's bring that to the front. So stinking cute. This too. That's part of the eye as well. And then this here. That little white dot, if you can see it, is part of her flower that goes on her little diaper. So we're going to set that aside for a second. All right, so let's go ahead and put her diaper things on. And her bow and all that. Bring it to the front. See if that's going to make a difference. And ungroup it. Okay, for some reason it's not ungrouping on that. Yes, it is. Never mind. Like I said, not a pro. Would love to be, but I don't want that to get lost anywhere. This goes to the rattle. And then this is part of the rattle too. So let's ungroup that. Might as well just put it together. All right, so I'm going to move her arm out for a second and I'll bring that to the front. See what happens here. And we'll leave that there, and that's going to go to the front of that little handle there. And then we'll bring her arm back in. Super cute. Oh my gosh, I can't stand it. All right, so let's put her bow on top. Bring that to the front. And now that that's there, I know that I want to position this guy just a little bit more down, a little bit more, maybe even her eye. All right, now she's got her ears here, so let's do her ears. Bring that to the front. Oh, her bow definitely needs to go up a little more. This is almost therapeutic. I know that sounds weird, but it is. I wish that the software allowed you to put the images on the mat like we did at the beginning and choose for the software to put it all together for you. That's what I wish. That's her little nose. And these belong to her feet. I'm not sure what this gray circle is for, but we'll figure it out here in a minute. All right, so I'm going to ungroup these. And this is going to be part of her little pacifier, but I got to bring that to the front. You guys still with me? Let's bring her nose up a little bit more. Great. This is part of her pacifier. Not her pacifier, I'm sorry, her rattle. That's going to go right there. Now, I'm not happy with how this is sitting on here, so I'm going to try to move that. Nice. Okay, let's see, what should we do next? Let's go ahead and put the rest of her little hair piece together. She's got a little headband, adorable. And then these go to the bow. So we're going to send that to the front. This goes to the bow as well. Bring that to the front. Okay, then the little fishy is going to go on the rattle. So I'm going to ungroup that. Bring that to the front. I keep forgetting to ask it from the beginning to put it in the front. It's a learning process. And thank you for coming along with me on the ride. There we go. Just pulling everything to the front. I'm not sure what that little gray oval shape is for. Let's look. Opening up that split library again and opening up the image. Gray oval, gray oval. Got the umbrella, the bow. Got her tummy. I don't see any. Wow. Okay. You guys can help me out. All right. So let's go ahead and get rid of the library so you can bring her back on. Her little flower is going to go on her diaper. Right there. And then this is a little faux safety pin that's holding her little diaper together. Super cute. And then this is the little circle, the little white thing that goes on her bow. Great. And then this is part of her pacifier. See how fun this is putting this all together? I'll bring that down a little bit. This is part of her bow. And this is part of her pacifier. That's going to go right there. The challenge is getting all the pieces together like that. All right, I'm going to group all that together and bring it to the front. Nice. Okay, so we have this little extra piece. I got to put her eyes together too. I just do not know where that goes. Okay, I'm going to look one more time. I think it goes on her hand. Yep, I was right. Okay. So that's going to go on top of her hand. I just moved away from the mic. I don't know if you guys heard me. Hey, I figured it out. Okay, get rid of that library and let's put her eyes together. Okay, this actually should have gone... I got to put it to the front and see where I can go with that. That should have been put on a long time ago. So let's move these pieces out and then start moving those to the front, because that's going to go over her little mouth. And I'll bring that down a little bit so you can see it. And then that will have to go back to the front. So now that I'm doing this image and it's basically saved, if I need to do another card, I won't have to go through this again. I don't know where the piece of her little pacifier went. Is that it? Yes. Okay, let's bring that to the front. Okay, and now we can do her eyes. All right, I'm going to go ahead and highlight her whiskers so they don't get separated when I was bringing it over. That's going to go there. And just click on the whole darn thing. Bringing that over. And then her eyes. That's going to have to go to the front. And I'm going to ungroup them because I need to move that one over. Or actually, I could probably move the white over. That would be better. They're a little off-center, though. Goodness, she looks silly. Let's move that over. That's better. And then her little eyelash. Let's bring that in here. Okay, so this is the point where I would think there was an option to highlight the whole thing and ask it to kind of align itself all up. It's not a weld. There's got to be a way to do this. So if you can help me out with this, this would be great. Okay, I love this. I'm going to group her back together and do the print and cut, and we'll go over to the craft mat and put her on the card and everything. Alrighty, so yeah, that was long, and I appreciate your patience with that. So let's go ahead and put the card together now. This is the stamp set that I used here. It's a Fiskars stamp. Now, this isn't an old stamp because I have seen it before in the at Michael's, and it's from Fiskars. But it's an old stamp to me because I had it forever. And I chose the Welcome to the World. Now, I backed this up with some black chipboard. And then I had a blue layer that matches up with that blue that goes in, you know, the little accents of the pacifier and the rattle. And then that's the stamp. So let's put that on first. I have these old foam adhesive dots that I bought at the 99-cent store, and I like them because they're super thick. The height is very, very thick. So I'm just going to be using these for this card. The software for the silhouette is super cool. Sometimes it can be challenging for myself, but otherwise I'm doing okay with it. All right, let's go ahead and pop this one up as well. It has a lot of the same features as the Cricut Design Space. Things are just done just a little differently. Just learning to get around it and figure it out. I do have to admit I like my Cameo 3. I hesitated buying it. I do have a regular Cameo. If you are interested in buying one, the Cameo is for sale. Just leave a comment and we'll email each other and see something you're interested in. I have not used it that much, so I'm not going to say it's brand new because I bought it 4 or 5 years ago, but just haven't used it that much. So moving on to the Cameo 3. Okay, so I'm going to pop that up. We're going to pop up her little bow using the same thing. I hesitated thinking, oh, that might be too high, but nope, I liked it. I like cards with a lot of dimension. All right, put her little bow on here like that. And then I have a little, oh gosh, flower that I punched out. I used this one here, and this is from McGill. Super cute. And I'll put that right there. And I think I'm also going to put one of these, no, I'm going to leave that one. All right, so that's the card. And, oh, I forgot to mention, I also used the whole print then cut feature, but decided to run it through my brother's scan and cut so that I got a 0.08 outline on there. I'm still learning how to do that on the silhouette, and I didn't have time to kind of look at the tutorials run that, so I just went for the brother scan and cut. All right, everybody, thanks so much for watching. Leave comments or questions, and I'll get back to you. Have a great day.